over New Jersey. What's behind all of that?
Nothing nefarious, apparently. But they're checking it all out. I think it's just one. There's a lot of drones authorized up there. I think one started and they all got it. Everybody wanted to get in the deal.
All right, folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. It is time for our nightly. Give a little update. We have had a little bit of a freakout on the East Coast, and it seems that a high-altitude unmanned balloon has passed near D.C. in Jersey, and everybody has been freaking out. So this is by a company called Loon, which used to be a Google subsidiary of Alphabet. And it is a Raven Aerostar N254TH. And it was going just above Baltimore and D.C., 64,500 feet, 34 miles per hour towards the great state of freaking New Jersey. Hey. So, yeah, it was launched from Dangle Airport, South Dakota, and has gone over a good portion of the United States, and it freaked everybody out. So, of course, it brought up, the Chinese balloon and all that. Yesterday it came out. Most of our higher-ups in officialdom are saying that the drones are Chinese. If there's anything nefarious to them, it is a Chinese initiative to spy on us, just like the balloon was. If you remember how we treated the balloon was not exactly taken out quickly. It traveled over the entirety of the United States before it finally was gone, taken out. So, spy drones, what are they? This is what they're saying now is the official, what is going on. And, whether you believe them or not, of course, is up to you, but spy drones from China are likely the cause, according to United States House Foreign Affairs Chair and Mr. Michael McCall. You might know him. He's a real big war hawk. He says, quote, "We want answers, but the response I'm getting is we don't know whose drones these are." He's from Texas. And he said, "I was with the NASA administrator Bill Nelson, who is the Biden one and probably outgoing. He said that these drones have been reported over military sites, military bases. I would not think those are friendly. I would think that these are adversarial." So, I would agree with that assessment. I still kind of think they're sniffing or testing what sniffing capabilities are. But, there's all kinds of theories. We examined some of them the other night. We examined that they might be a taxi company that is going over and doing stuff. I don't know about that. Other people have said that they are sniffers and they are going after chemical, biological, and nuclear things. And, of course, there is the Giner drone belief. But other people think that there might be something a little bit more spiritual. And these drones that have been seen since middle part of November have really kind of freaked out a lot of residents, but also the governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy, who says that they are not a known threat, but I think they're just trying to quell, anybody's worries. So, are they trying to detect gamma radiation or other hazardous materials? I don't know. There was the issue yesterday that they figured out that there was a Category 3 medical type device that had radiation that had gone away, and they don't know where that's at. Other reports are saying that these things are taking out your ability to function a drone by them. People have tried to get their drones, personal drones, up, and they power down or fall to the ground or kind of go haywire. So, who knows? But then again, there's the concern of surveillance. Maybe this is all just a big thing to get us all to get accustomed to surveillance. And the drones are designed to not just sniff out gamma rays, but also to look for us and to maybe do facial recognition or other things and kind of keep us tamped down as a society. So we are, all good little boys and girls. There is HR 8610, Counter UAS Authority Security, and there must be, a nice little amount of fear that is put onto us in all this, so we, are good little boys and girls. One thing we all know is that there is a lack of transparency. They are not telling us exactly anything, and so because of that and the size of these drones, I don't know. I'm just interested. I want to know what's going on, and so there is a search for answers. So some are saying no foreign involvement. Then you got McCall come out and says yes, there is. And then many people say that, you know what, these are, in fact, from another planet, or even possibly these are nefarious or creatures. I mean, there are people that say that they are demons. There are people that say that there's a biblical sense to all these, I don't know. I always keep an open mind. But one thing we know is that we need to keep our mind open and try to figure out, so what is going to happen from here? Well, investigations will continue, and they'll probably keep jerking our chain. There are some people that have had health issues, supposedly, but I think that is more of a psychosomatic kind of response. And the fact is that, well, we have bigger problems to take care of and to worry about. Here's a little sample of the drone that supposedly went over Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio.
Patterson Tower, Med Flight 8, 1,900 feet, about 7 miles southwest of the field, like transition your Delta northeastbound.
Med Flight 8 Patterson Tower, use extreme caution for heavy UAS movement on the base. Security forces is handling the situation. Suggest at or above 1,700 AGL.
That we will maintain 2,000 and on our transition for Med Flight 8.
So as you can see, there's a lot of craziness going on. Who knows? Maybe they are. Who knows? I don't know what they are. I want to find out, though. You know what the problem is, though? We have major issues going on in our world right now. And our stock market today got crushed by 1,100 points. And the takeaway is that Mr. Powell has cut rates, and I think he went down from 4.5 to 4.25. Supposedly, if we're in a good way, our rates will not get cut. Our rates will be able to continue and go up and quell some of this inflation, which is making our eggs and everything else go up in price. But the fact of the matter is that if they're cutting rates, then our inflation is going to go up even further. So we broke a record. We haven't had this happen since 1974. It is the first 10-day losing streak since then. And usually they call this the Santa Claus rally, but of course that is not what the deal is. And it intensified as it went out. It is the worst funk in decades, as some people are saying, and other indices fell as well. So the stocks closed lower. Dow Industrial Average was down by 1,100. Longest losing, or first 10-day losing streak since 1974. So do the math on that one. And Mr. Jerome Powell has cut rates. And so, yeah, we're not doing so hot. Another thing we have to worry about, of course, is that the fact that the United States debt could hit $40 trillion by 2025. That's a bit of a problem. So what is it that is sparking all this? Well, if you think we're having dire problems right now, if we go into any kind of a global financial crisis, we're going to have to spend money to get us out. This is always what the methods are. And so, our national debt is surging, and 34.6 trillion in April. Since then, I think it's gone up even more. I think we're at about 36 trillion right now. And if the trend keeps going, we're going to be at 40 trillion by 2025. So, if they're cutting rates, that means that we have a problem. We are going up by about 1 to 2 trillion every 100 days or so. It's estimated that the current $27.4 trillion in public debt is all obligations. And that will keep going, and it will hurt our GDP as well. Main thing is that interest rates are having problems, and of course they cut these, but that is a sign that our finances are not doing so hot, and this of course is going to affect the bond market. They've been rate cutting for a little while now, and they rose them way up, and now of course they are now starting to, I don't know, it's a lot of disjointed policy that we've never really seen before. And one of the things that drives the Federal Reserve is, interest rates. And so inflation, of course, started really going hot in 2021. Well, they started to raise the rates at that point. Well, here we are almost 4 years later, and now they're starting to cut. So as the Fed raised its federal funds rate by more than 5% from basically zero in about an 18-month move, the treasuries and all that are now at levels that we have not seen since the global financial crisis. And this is also affecting our friends in Asia, where Japan is having major problems. And of course, if you are any kind of understanding of China, they are having numerous problems as well with their financials and their real estate market. So what does this all mean? Well, it means that the Americans we are in debt, and it's only going to get worse. And this will provide more pressure onto the American dollar as the reserve currency. Other countries that are getting into the BRICS are going to start to kick us to the curb and go to more things that may even be gold-backed, like a BRICS dollar or a Saudi Arabian, I think it's called the Rial, or I'm not quite sure, but the Saudi Arabian fiat currency, or the yuan, or the ruble, or the Indian rupee. All of these are problems, and so we're all hopeful that new administration has come in and do stuff. Fact of the matter is that they're going into a bit of an ish storm, and with what's been seen today with the stock market crashing, we could see a lot more of this, and we could even go into another 2007, 8, 9 global financial crisis, or maybe even worse. All right, friends, keep your eyes on the skies, but also keep your feet on the ground, because the drone thing is an interesting story, but the fact of the matter is that our debt will be the most problematic thing that you will encounter in the coming future. Unless, of course, there's some kind of an alien invasion, and we just don't see that happening. But I don't know. We'll see. All right, friends, God bless, and we'll see you on the next one. Check out the links in the description. If you are new here, hit that bell, darken it out, and, of course, keep coming back for more. I do a lot of prepping and stuff and financial. Try to mix it up. I'll keep going on the drone thing for as long as I can milk that sucker. But seems other people are. I know people get mad or whatever, but it's just an interesting story. And it's really not going away. So, but we'll keep doing the prepping thing as well. And you should keep prepping because, well, there's a lot of problems out there. You need to set yourself up financially with everything you can, from food to energy to medicine and security. Of course, if you like what we're doing here, please consider joining us as a member, or join us on Subscribestar and Locals, where it is $3 a month for the awesome content there, or just join us online at the other places like Twitter, X, Truth, Gab, and Minds, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless.
Thank you. Have any of the drone sightings been accompanied with sightings of a large rectangular black object, sometimes called a monolith, often accompanied by Also sprach Zarathustra by Richard Strauss?
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. I would probably have to think back to the words of a very wise prophet, Obi-Wan Kenobi, who said, "These aren't the drones you're looking for."